Hello everyone, welcome to Polyglot Academy. In this video we are going to be solving past GCE O-level and A-level revision guide. So if you are new to this channel, please support us by subscribing to our channel, like the video and share the video to your friends. So let's get started. So in this video we are going to be looking at GCE O-level mathematics revision guide with Polyglot Academy. So lesson 1, and in lesson 1 we are going to be talking about surd, and we are going to learn how to simplify surd. So to begin with, we are going to start with the first problem, example 1, simplify. So I'm going to rewrite. We are going to simplify 3 root 2 times 5 root 2. So now when we talked about surd, we are talking about simplifying. So we are going to the first stage we are going to take 3 times 5. So we have 3 times 5 times root 2 times root 2. So root 2 times root 2. So the two roots. So we're going to take 3 times 5. That's the ones that are outside. And we are going to take root 2 times root 2. So this one will boil down to 3 times 3 times 5, which will give us 15, times root 2 times root 2, which is going to give us root 4. It's going to give us root 4. It's going to give us root 4, and therefore we have 15 times root 4. We know root 4, the square root of 4 is 2. So 15 times 2, which will give us 30. And this is the result. So please, when it comes to simplifying surd, make sure you take like terms. It's just like simplifying linear equations. So you don't go, you take 3 times 5, and you can't say 3 times 2 times root 2, which will not go. So 3 times 5, because some people usually make the error, they usually take 3 times root 2, which will give you root 6, which is absolutely wrong, which is very wrong to do that. So we have 3 times 5, which will give us 3 times 5, which is 15, and root 2 times root 2. So there's a root 2 times root 2, which is going to give us root 4. So if we save 15 times 2, and this 2 comes as a result of root 4. This 2 comes as a result of root 4. So we have 15 times 2, which will give us 30. Okay, how tissue. Now the next problem. Example 2. Express root 48 and root 98 in their simplest form. So we'll start by, we're going to have root 48. Now that is it. So we are going to look for 2 roots that when we multiply them we are going to have 48, and that one is a square root. we are going to look for two roots where one will be a square root. For example, we are going to take 16, that is root 16 times root 3. If we multiply 16 times 3, this, if we multiply 16 times 3, we are going to have 48. So now the next thing we are going to do here is to separate. So we are going to have root 16 times root 3. Yes, we're going to separate the roots. So much so that we are going to have root 16, which is a perfect root. So we are going to have root 16, which is 4. Root 16, which is 4, times root 3. So this one will boil down to 4 root 3. 4 root 3. And this is the answer. And we can tick that with a red. That we found the answer. So that is the correct answer. So we had it. Now the next one with root 98. Let's look at it. Root 98. So we have root 98. And change the check because we are going to mark it with, so this will be analogous to, sorry, I want to take a lighter color. Okay, it's all right. Let's go with that. So we have root 98. We need to look for two numbers, two roots, that when we multiply, we are going to have 98. So we need to look for two roots that when we multiply, we are going to have 98. And we can go for 49 times 2, because they say you should simplify completely. So we go to 49 times 2. 49 times 2 will give us 98. So this will be analogous. This will be analogous to root 49 times root 2. Root 49 times root 2. Root 49 times root 2. So we can have, and we know the perfect roots for 49. We know the perfect root, the exact root for 49. So the exact root for 49 is 7 times root 2. So 7 times root 2. So this one will be 7 times root 2, which will give you 7 root 2. So we can underline that and we tick it with a red because we had the answer. So we can tick that with a red because we found the answer. Perfectly correct. Perfectly correct. Okay. That is how we simplify search in mathematics. And or we look for the roots that's to simplify search in mathematics. Yes, by searching for the square root of a number which is not a perfect square. So we have that. Now we will move on to the next example. And remember, in this channel we are solving past GCE questions. So these are past GCE questions, topic by topic concerning search. So this video will involve search in the past years, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020. So I've we have looked for questions involving surds, and we have grouped them together. Yes, we have so the questions here are 2003 questions, 2002 questions, 2001 questions, 2020 questions. So we have not written the years because we have taken it topic by topic. We have gone to each year and look at a question that had involved surd, and that's why we are solving it. So rest assured that each of these questions are coming from the past GCE questions. It's just that we have taken time to select, and we are going to solve everything concerning surd given by the GCE board, Cameroon GCE O-level mathematics. So we are solving here the Cameroon GCE O-level mathematics. So this video is to solve Cameroon GCE O-level mathematics. There are other videos that will be solving Cameroon A-level mathematics. So, but in this video, let's concentrate on the O-level. So let's move on to the next question. So we have the next question. We have write as a single surd in its simplest. So this is where we are. Example 3. Write as a single surd in its simplest form root 63 plus root 7 minus root 28. Very, very important. So we have I will write that question back. Sorry, we have 63 plus root 7 minus root 28. So root 63 plus root 7 minus root 28. So we are going to have here, we put this one in third form, which is root 9 times 7, which will give you, that's, if you multiply 9 times 7, it's going to give you 63 excuse, plus root 7, we can break it down, minus root 4 times 7. So that's almost what we are having. So we are going to continue. We'll take root 9 times root 7. Root 9 times root 7. So we're going to have root 9 times root 7 plus root 7 minus root 4 times root 7. So we are going to take this root 7, which is 3 times root 7 plus root 7 minus 2. Root 9 is 3 and root 4 is 2. That's the square root of 4 is 2 and the square root of 9 is 3 times root 7. So we're going to have 3 root 7 plus root 7 minus 2 times, we can wipe this, or we can click on that. 2 root 7. Yes, 2 root 7. That is 2 times root 7, which is 2 root 7. So we have, in this case, we are going to consider root 7, root 7, root 7 as a quantity x, as the quantity x. So we are going to, let's start with this one, root. That's 3 root 7 plus root 7. Know that the coefficient, there's a number attached here. That number there is 1. So we are going to take as, we are going to consider root 7 as x. All the root 7 that are there, all these root 7 we are going to consider as x. And then we are going to add and subtract the numbers that are outside. So I'm going to take 3 plus 1, which will give me 4 root 7. 3 plus 1, which will give you 4, and then we have root 7 minus 1 root 7. So you know that, so this will be 4 minus, this will be, this is 2, sorry. We have here 2. The value here is 2. We have already solved this one. 3 plus 1, which will give you 4 root 7, minus, there's a minus here, 2 root 7. So we are going to take 4 minus 2, which is going to give us 2, and then we maintain the 7. So our final answer here will be, or is, 2 root 7. So this is the final answer. So 2 root 7 is the final answer of this problem. Yes, so that is it. So let's look at the next problem. So hope you have understood, and make sure you copy and you watch the video several times so that you can fully understand, because mathematics is somehow complicated. So you need to watch the video several times so you can have a handful of the solutions. So okay, let's continue to the next problem. The next problem here will be, the next problem here is example 4, which is expressed with a rational denominator. So we are going to see how we can simplify rational surd. So here we are going to have example 4. So we express with a rational denominator 4 over root 5. So let's activate the pen. We're going to have 4 all that over root 5. 4 all that over root 5. So that's it. So we are going to take times So we are going to multiply top and bottom by the rational, by the surd, by the root. We multiply top and bottom by the roots of this equation. So multiply here times root 5 all over root 5. It doesn't mean you have to cancel the root 5 and root 5. Then you have not changed anything, because if you cancel that, it means you have returned back to the original equation, and we don't want that to happen. So we have here let's see what we have here. We have 4 times root 5, which gives us 4 root 5. So root 5 divided by root 5. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to break down this one. 5 root 5 times root 5, which will give you root 25, which will be analogous to 4 root 5. 4 root 5 divided by the square root of 25. The root 25 is fine. It has a perfect square root, a complete square root. So which will give us over 5. Is going to give us over 5. Now, which is our answer. So this is our answer. Okay. So let's move on to the last one. We're going to solve the last one, and we're going to see the explanation. So let's move on. Let's proceed. So the next one, you are going to see example 5. Express with a rational denominator 1 all over 3 root 2 and 6 all over root 8. So we are going to take our pen, 1 all over 3 root 2. We multiply all through by the square root. So this will give us 1 times root 2, which will give us root 2. 1 times root 2, which will give us root 2. And this will be 3 root 4, which is analogous to 2 divided by 3 root. Oh, sorry for that. We are going to have 3 times, we know root 4 is 2. We know that root 4 is 2. Root 4 is 2. So we are going to have 2. That is, will be analogous to 2 all over 6. Or this is root 2. Sorry, I've copied a different thing. We have this root. We have root 2. We have root 2. All that over 3 times 2. So this will be analogous to root 2 divided by 6. That's good. Now for the other one, we have 6 all over root 8. So we're going to solve it here. 6 over root 8. We're going to have 6. For this one, we are solving this question. So 6 over root 8. So you multiply top and bottom by root 8. And here we're going to have 6 times root 8, which is 6 root 8 divided by, so 6 times that, we have 6 times root 8 divided by 8 times root 8 times root 8, which is root 64. This should be analogous to 6. We could still simplify this one. So root 8. We know that, let's just write that, so root 8, but we can simplify it further than this, because we know that we can put root 8 in third form. So divided by root 64. So this times this, which is, and we have root 64, which is 8. And this one can be analogous to 6 times root 4 times 2. Yeah, because we can still put 8 in a third form. We can put 8 in third form. So 2 times 4, 8. So we can have this divided by 8. So we have 6 times root, sorry, let me clean the board. So we're going to have here, let's resolve this one. Let's just solve it here. 6 all over root 8. So multiply all through by root 8. Multiply top and bottom by root 8. So we have here 6 root 8 divided by root 64. This should be analogous to 6 root 4 times 2 divided by 8, which will be analogous to 6 root 4 times root 2 divided by 8. So this one boils down to 6 times 2, because this is it here, root 4 is 2, and then times root 2 divided by 8. So we have, in this case, 6 times 2, which is 12, root 2. 12 root 2 divided by 8. So we can have that, analyzed. We can have that analyzed after solving that as a separate term. We can analyze this like this. So after solving it this way, after multiply top and bottom by that, we can now take each term and then simplify. Then to have this term, we can now go in. Since this one does no longer have a root, we can now go ahead and separate this one. So that is it. So we can now cancel. So we can say 2, 4 even can go. 4 here, 4 times, 4 here, 3 times. So the answer will be 3 root 2 divided by 4. So that is it. This is the final answer. So if you are new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe, give a thumbs up to this video. Please make sure you give your comment on the type of video you want us to produce. So we'll keep in touch in the next video. So you were watching Polyglot Academy. Our website is my.walkie.net/language tutor. In this channel, we solve GCE, O level and A level pass questions on mathematics, physics, biology, computer sciences, and chemistry. So please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share the video to your friends. So bye bye for now.